All right, Stephen M. Smith from Touchdown Alabama helping us break down the secondary with the Crimson Tide going to spring practice very, very soon. All right, Stephen, let's go out on an island at cornerback. These guys have probably the toughest job in all of football against great wide receivers. Anthony Averett with 48 tackles last year and 3 interceptions. Tony Brown, 2 picks and 32 tackles. They appear to be the starters at this point.
They are, definitely are, especially Averett. Last year, his first year starting. Prior to last year, was a scout team player, kind of a reserve role, but last year really came on strong, did a fantastic job, especially in knocking down some of the better receivers in the SEC. Fred Ross and Donald Gray from Mississippi State did a pretty good job against Malachi Dupree, Traven Durrell of LSU. So Anthony Averett, number one. Opposite of him, I look at Tony Brown, 5-star physical player out of Beaumont, Texas, 2014 recruiting class. He's had some issues off the field in his past, but more mature now, more ready to play now. And, of course, last year, once he came off that 4-game suspension, 2 interceptions, really showed out. But right next to him, I look at Shyheim Carter, who's coming into his sophomore year, the young man from Kentwood, Louisiana. Everybody's very high on this young man, very sound attention to detail, gets to the ball well, an exceptional breakdown tackler, strong ball skills. So I think the loser of Tony Brown, Shyheim Carter will play at that star position in Alabama's nickel and dime package. Love the physicality of Tony Brown, but keep your eyes on Shyheim Carter. He's really absorbing things out here.
All right, if you love Alabama football and you're not subscribed to Touchdown Alabama, then I simply don't believe that you love Alabama football, because that's where you need to be.
Oh, my.
To check out Stephen M. Smith and the crew that break it down across all platforms, all sports, with, of course, March Madness upon us. But when it comes to football, of course, that is king in the state of Alabama. Stephen, we appreciate the time and the breakdown. We will see you actually in about an hour, 45 minutes or so, for the College Football Coast to Coast show. Stephen will have some interesting takes there on Alabama and maybe some things that he would change in the program in the SEC and across college football.
More time with Mark Rogers. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's it right there. More accurately, more time with you, Stephen M. Smith, is always a good time. All right, Stephen, we'll catch you next time. We appreciate it.
No problem.